Ancient aliens and the Egyptian pyramids, paranormal nonsense. History tells us that the ancient Egyptians built the Great Pyramids of Giza thousands of years ago. But, some people believe that these incredible structures were built with the help of ancient aliens. In this video, we will explore the evidence for and against the idea that ancient aliens were involved in the building of the pyramids, ultimately arguing that it is unlikely that they had some involvement due to incredible nature of such a claim and the dearth of actual evidence. Ancient Egypt existed from about 3150 BC to 30 BC, and was the birthplace of one of the world's first civilizations. The ancient Egyptians are famous for their incredible monuments, including the famous pyramids. The pyramids were large structures built as tombs for pharaohs and their families. They are known for their incredible precision and complexity, and they have been a source of fascination for centuries. The ancient aliens theory postulates that extraterrestrials visited Earth thousands of years ago, and had a hand in influencing the development of human civilization. According to this theory, ancient aliens may have been involved in the construction of the pyramids. Supporters of this theory point to evidence such as ancient texts, unusual precision in construction, unusual building techniques, and ancient artifacts discovered in and around the pyramids as proof of their involvement. Ancient texts from numerous cultures describe visits from gods or other beings from outer space. These texts may be evidence of ancient aliens visiting Earth, and being involved in the construction of the pyramids. These creatures were supposedly intelligent extraterrestrials who knew more than humans about spirituality, technology, and other topics. The growth of human society on Earth is credited to their interaction with the human race. Some adherents of this belief contend that all deities and religious leaders, including Buddha, Jesus, Moses, and others, were essentially extraterrestrial beings, and that our conception of the divine is really just aliens. Additionally, the pyramids were built with an unusual level of precision which is difficult to explain without the help of advanced technology. This suggests that ancient aliens may have been involved in their construction. Furthermore, it is claimed that the Egyptians used techniques such as levitation and sonic blasting which are difficult to explain without the help of extraterrestrial technology. There are also numerous artifacts which have been discovered in and around the pyramids which could be evidence of ancient aliens visiting Earth. Other justifications for the presence of aliens include iconography and artwork from antiquity, vehicles in space, incredibly advanced technological artifacts that don't otherwise fit animal-human and non-human beings, and that similar creative motifs can be found in cultures that were distant from one another. Religion's oral and written traditions make mention of things that go across space, such as chariots that ride through the air or clouds. On the other hand, there is no physical evidence of ancient aliens visiting Egypt or being involved in the construction of the pyramids. Additionally, despite numerous ancient texts, there is no direct reference to ancient aliens visiting Egypt or being involved in the construction of the pyramids. Finally, the complexity of pyramid construction and its reliance on manual labor were well within the abilities of ancient Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians were skilled engineers and architects capable of moving and placing massive stone blocks using simple tools, techniques, and machines. The primary tools used to build the pyramids included ramps, pulleys, levers, copper chisels, hammers and wedges. Evidence of these tools was found in hieroglyphic texts as well as other artworks throughout the region. Furthermore, mathematical calculations suggest that the Egyptians had knowledge of geometry which could have been used to calculate angles for the construction of large structures such as the pyramids. It is also possible that they employed certain celestial alignments such as stars or constellations during pyramid building activities. This would explain why some pyramids are aligned with certain astronomical events or bodies like Orion's belt or Sirius star system. The ancient Egyptians were able to construct the pyramids due to a large workforce of both skilled and unskilled labor. This labor force included farmers and craftsmen who were managed by a centralized government, as evidenced by written records found at the pyramids and other sites across Egypt. These documents are invaluable in providing insight into how these colossal structures were built with such precision, given their age. The sheer magnitude of this architectural achievement is made all the more impressive when one considers that it predates modern technology by thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians documented how the pyramids were built. They told us how they did it. Although not all of their historical documentation has been found, what has been preserved does not mention aliens. The idea that aliens built the pyramids has been popularized in recent years through various books, TV shows, and movies, but it has no basis in fact. The idea of ancient astronauts or ancient aliens has been around since the early 20th century, with the Swiss author Erich von Däniken's book Chariots of the Gods first published in 1968, which argued that advanced technologies were used by ancient civilizations and that these technologies were given to them by ancient aliens. This book and others like it have been widely discredited by mainstream historians and archaeologists. It has been suggested that attributing the creation of ancient wonders such as Egyptian pyramids to aliens is culturally biased. This idea stems from the notion that Western culture tends to attribute scientific and technological achievements to advanced, extraterrestrial beings while ignoring potential explanations rooted in cultural, political or religious beliefs. Some argue that this bias ignores the ingenuity and creativity of people who lived thousands of years ago and creates a false dichotomy between ancient cultures and modern technology. Instead, researchers should focus on exploring other possibilities for these amazing monuments, including those found in indigenous cultures, in order to more accurately understand human history. In conclusion, the evidence for and against ancient alien involvement in the building of pyramids is mixed, making it difficult to definitely say whether or not they were involved. As the burden of proof is on those making incredible claims, the hypothesis should be taken with caution, particularly since the ancients were capable of doing it themselves. Much like many mysteries throughout history, we may never know for certain who built these incredible structures, but it is clear that their construction was an amazing feat regardless of who was involved. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to Connect Paranormal. This will allow us to make more videos. Thanks for watching.